Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another build guide. Today we're doing an $1,100 gaming PC featuring the GTX 1070. Sorry about not uploading yesterday. I just got my bike fixed and I was riding it around most of the day. You can see pictures if you want on my Twitter, which is linked below. Nothing but shameless self-promotion. So starting off with the CPU, I chose an Intel Core i5-6600K. The 6600K is perfect for gaming with 4 cores, a base clock of 3.5 GHz, and 3 MB of level 3 cache. It's perfect for our build. Since this is a Skylake processor, it runs on the LG 1151 socket. I chose the 6600K because of its overclocking potential, but if you want to take it a step down, any Skylake i5 will perform pretty well for most modern gaming builds, ours being no exception. Moving on to cooling, I chose a Hyper 212 Evo. Now the Hyper 212 Evo has been around for a few years now, and it still stands as the best budget option for air cooling. It should keep your processor at about 30 degrees under idle and 55 under load, according to this review, which is linked in the description. Now if you want to spend a little more, the Corsair H60 is only $65. You won't get much of a performance boost, but you can brag to your friends that you have a liquid-cooled PC. For motherboard, I went with an MSI Z170A Gaming M5. This motherboard runs off the Z170 chipset, so we'll definitely be able to tinker with some overclock settings on it. This board also supports up to 64 GB of memory, clockable up to 3200 MHz. This board also supports S-aligned crossfire, so if you want to throw another GPU in that supports it, that's always a possibility. Now Z170A M3 would generally be your best choice, but as of now, it's actually a little bit more expensive, and with the M5 you get S-aligned crossfire capabilities. You would get less for more with the M3, so the M5 is just a better choice in this case. Remember, I chose a 16GB kit of Geil Evo Potenza. As of now, this is the cheapest 16GB 2400 MHz kit available. If you go to the par page, it may be a bit different because it's set up so you get the cheapest kit possible at the time. As of me making this video, this is the cheapest kit available. This memory comes in two 8GB sticks, so you will probably want to run your memory in dual channel mode to get the best performance out of it. 16GB is a comfortable spot for future proofing, and while games will do just fine with 8GB of RAM, 16GB really gives you that sense that you won't have to upgrade for a while. Plus at this point, 16GB isn't a whole lot more than 8GB, generally only about $20 to $30 more. For storage, I chose the cheapest 480GB SSD on the market from Crucial, Lenovo, PNY, Samsung, or Avixer. As of now, the cheapest one is PNY CS1111. This SSD has plenty of storage for your Windows install and several AAA games that take up 60+ GB. Now if you're a YouTuber or you need mass storage, you may want to invest in a large hard drive for other stuff. Now with this particular SSD, you can expect read and write speeds of around 420 megabytes per second based on this review, which is about 100 megabytes less than an 850 Evo in write speeds and about 120 megabytes less than it in read speeds. But with this SSD, it's night and day performance compared to a hard drive. Again, with storage, the part page is set up so it finds you the best deal on 480GB SSDs. And while SSDs vary in speed, pretty much any SSD will be faster than an actual hard drive. For a graphics card, I went with a Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1070 Mini ITX OC. Now generally you wouldn't want to go with a Mini ITX card in a full-size build, but as of now this is actually the cheapest 1070 on the market. Now if aesthetics are important to you, you can shell out the extra dough and go for a full-size card, but you'll be saving about $25 if you go for the Mini ITX card. This card has 8GB of GDDR5 memory, a TDP of 150 watts, 1920 CUDA cores, and 120 texture mapping units. The GTX 1070 also requires a single 8-pin adapter and is considered a VR-ready card, if VR is your bag. Again, this card won't look the greatest in your build, but it is a 1070 and it'll work the same as a full-size 1070. For case, I chose an NZXT S340 Black-Red ATX mid-tower. This is a pretty simplistic case that looks pretty cool and is quite cost-effective. At only $65, you're getting a case with USB 3.0 headers, and based off reviews and pictures, it has pretty solid cable management. It also looks like a perfect case to light up with LEDs, however, it doesn't come with any. With the S340, you get the looks of a $100 50 case for only $65. Best budget case hands down in my opinion. And lastly, for a power supply, I chose an EVGA Supernova NEX 650W 80+ gold fully modular power supply. This is an all-around fantastic power supply. It's modular, it's 80+ gold, and it's 650 watts. It comes in at a pretty affordable price as well. Modular power supplies are excellent for cable management because you can get rid of those extra Molex and SATA power cables you don't use. Now 650 watts is a little overkill for a build, but if you feel like adding another GTX 1070, there should be enough power considering its 80+ gold rating. Anyway guys, that's the build for today. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And until next time, thanks for watching.